So it just so happens that we are together at my first thing for 2026, which is the 25th year. And we're starting from the beginning and going to the end. And I'm like, I want to have conversations with people that were there in the very beginning. And even though you weren't the very beginning of me being introduced to poetry, your event is the very first poetry event that I hosted.
That's great.
So, Smoking Words, South Beach, the Marlin Hotel, those were the days.
Was that like 2001? What was it?
No, because I started in 2001. So this is 2000. 2000.
And that's when I was just starting to go off and sing. That's why I had you come host, because I was starting to do stuff.
Well, you see, Rashida was going to have me host, and I was like terrified. And then it ended up not having to happen. And then I started the radio show. So maybe because I was on radio, you're like, she could probably host in part.
Right.
That's probably it. So the joke with the interviews is that y'all don't ask me questions.
We're going to ask you questions.
So I'm interviewing you, but you interviewing me. So if this were real, because now it is, it's happening. We cute, we outside. It's the beginning of the year. This is our first thing together for the year. That is amazing.
It is. So let me ask you, in the 25 years, let's say year 2, what made you want to keep going?
So first of all, I fell in love with poetry seeing Soul Griots. And I was like, how are these children so young and just absolute in their thought and how they think, and then are able to create this poetry and deliver it. Year 1 and 2, though, I'm still doing favors for other people. I'm still doing it for other people. It's supposed to be a favor to Rashida. Then it was a favor to DJ Brandon, you know, and it was a favor to DJ Griot. Well, Griot wants a radio show with poetry, and I'm the only person he knows. And it's a good opportunity for Kevin, because Kevin introduced me to Nina Simone. I didn't know who that was. I am not from your country. Right. Do not judge me.
It's all right.
I'm like, is this a new artist?
She's been long gone. Talk about new artists.
Because, you know, Barbados, I'm listening to the Bee Gees. Yeah, I'm listening to the Bee Gees. And right before I left, I had a British friend. We're listening to Adam Ant.
Right.
A black girl,
I was
but
British.
Too. Okay, so we're listening to Adam Ant and the Bee Gees. I'm going to every ABBA movie with my mother. And when I moved to America, the Eurythmics, Sweet Dreams is my favorite song. So this is who I am.
Right.
And then I moved to New York. So I'm not Miami at all.
No.
And it's Madonna, and I never got into Duran Duran. Were you a Duran Duran fan?
The Reflect. It's like for a couple of
I was Culture Club.
Yeah, I was definitely Culture Club. And they're coming
Tears
too,
for
by the way.
Fears. Oh my. Okay, we need to look at that.
Again.
Okay, Tears for Fears. I was into all of that. So learning this African American music that wasn't radio, it wasn't Michael Jackson, etc. And I'm like, ooh, I like this, I like that, and he had the poetry CDs. He had Georgia Me and all of these people, and then we start the radio show, and they're all there. So year 1 and 2 is all a favor for somebody else.
So that's what I'm saying. When did you know you wanted to
I don't know.
Continue.
I don't know, but because I was when Rashida asked me, I'm like, girl, my fat self, and this is 70 pounds ago, okay? My 50 something pound self was like, I am not getting on nobody's stage at that angle for you to it's not happening. But alcohol,
liquid courage always
steps in, and I really don't know, because it really is my happy place. Hosting is I enjoy hosting so much, but I don't have an answer for that. I don't know when it was like, yeah, this is my thing.
Now, but I don't know, were you on the radio in 2000? I don't think.
When was 9/11?
2001.
Yeah. So 2000 we started. We would have started in 2000 because when 9/11 hit, we were full-fledged doing the show.
Right.
So we interviewed Sonny Patterson. We had Raheem DeVaughn. Like everybody had called. Georgia had called in, and we were doing the show, doing it. And then somebody was like, how do we see this in person? And Marie Louis Saint had Vanity Hair Salon, and next to it was a place called Calabash West African Cuisine. And a friend of mine, I don't even remember if Abby was already working there or if I got her the job. I don't know. I think I might have got her the job. And then we started doing the open mic there legally to seat 18 people. And you know, it was not never 18 people in there. And I still have my sign from there, my A-frame. Wow. I'm going to scrub that bad boy down and bring it out over the summer. But that's how it started. I mean, we had the last poets in there.
That's what is crazy.
And I have pictures.
That's what is crazy. And you've always been able to position yourself and the artists that you work with in a light that pushes everybody. Because now I'm about to start crying. Because
oh Lord! I already felt it coming up. Oh God!
And it was when I had been singing with Joss for a while and had been coming home, and we were at Love Hate, and it's the middle.
Yes, you told me.
And everyone's dancing.
Yeah, my timing isn't always the best.
And she just kept staring at me. I'm like, why does the bitch keep? Why does the lady keep looking at me? And then you just walked over and said, "You've been in the back too long." And I bust out in tears and like, I'll call you tomorrow. I gotta go, because what she saw was what you were feeling. Thinking. So
you remember, what is the gentleman's name? He is passed. That used to do Body, Mind, and Soul.
I don't know him.
Yeah, you do.
Wait.
Not Bayunga. Kushai.
I know Bayunga.
Okay, somebody's going to correct me on the name. I think it was Kushai. Anyway, one night, it had to be at your event because we were at the Marlin. I do remember this. And I feel like he had on all white. And he came up to me, and we didn't have a rapport because I didn't. The sitting on the floor thing was, I've been bougie. We've been bougie. It was a vibe for the peace and blessings people, but I was like, yeah, no, I'm not sitting on the floor. So I didn't really go to Body, Mind, and Soul a lot. But he came up to me and he said, "You're a witch. You just haven't harnessed your powers yet." And I took that offense. I was offended for a long time. And then I wasn't.
Then you understood.
And just a certain level of that we all have, because as women, we all have this intuitiveness and this ability to. One thing I know, I could see people,
and
that's is part of why I have issues with a lot of people. And I don't necessarily say anything. I might just not be cool, just like I've met you. Or I've watched you interact, and that's good enough for me. And I've known you, and we've been in the same circle for 30 years, and we've had no interaction because I'm good.
Right.
And sometimes that's good, and sometimes that's bad, because sometimes you need to meet people in different spaces in life. Because who we were 30 years ago is not, we're not the same exact people, right? Some of us, hopefully, I hope I've grown, you know what I'm saying? And when he said it, I was like, who the hell you? If you don't get out my face. But I accept that. I'm not a witch. But there's a certain level I be knowing.
She be knowing.
As Amanda Seals would say. I be knowing.
No, but it is a good thing to have that discernment, because for me, it has protected me and protected some other people. Okay?
And seen.
And because I'm able to, feel you, I can know whether or not I want to be near you.
Right. Because listen, we are not supposed to be friends. This relationship is not supposed to be there because we have so many people in common that at different points in our lives, we're not friends with each other. And so then we're not supposed to be cool by association. I think the beautiful thing is that you left. You know, the crabs in a bucket thing is a thing. and you left at a time that allowed you to go and experience the world and not be bogged down by all of these things, like who you like, and come back grown and everything. Listen, I got my husband and children to take care of. I don't have time for whatever y'all got going on. But if we cool, we cool.
And a lot of times be over my head.
that too. And so he's like, ooh. But we've got some. Listen, I have pictures of you with Flowetry. Remember when Flowetry first came out at that night?
I don't remember what club
we were around the corner from the Marlin. It wasn't Mansion. There was a club where that Starbucks or whatever is right now. There was a spot right there, and I did Demas put that on, or was he? No, he was just there. Somebody brought Flowetry.
No. It was
record label.
It was a record label because they were promoting an album. They hadn't really come all the way out yet.
Oh, they hadn't come out at all, because I remember the outfit. Marsha. I gonna send it to you, so you can see the picture, Marsha. I won't post it on the internet, because it was definitely just getting started
at all.
Tie head, no stylist at all. My God.
Yeah, it was definitely
but they definitely sang their faces off, and that's what's important.
The apple people.
Alcohol.
It was the apple martini people.
Was it Smirnoff?
It was Smirnoff, because they were doing the apple martini thing.
And then remember Smirnoff, and that's probably how I got there, because they were sponsoring my poetry night.
See?
What was that thing called? Smirnoff. Shouts out to Smirnoff for being one of the early supporters of spoken word. There, they bring that back, Smirnoff. Neo soul and spoken word and all of that. So listen, only God could have done this. For us to get dressed, put on makeup, and in my 25th year of doing events, be able to hire the person that got me on stage for the very first time. That is crazy. That is it's not crazy. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And I'm glad that we are acknowledging that, because that's a long time.
Yeah, been doing this a long time, but enjoying it. I was emo this week, and I was like, I love. People are like, oh, you should, and I'm like, but I love watching that person get on the mic for the very first time,
and then on the 10th time, like how they improve.
I love that. That's what I want. I want to be the person, that platform. I wanna pop cherries. That's what I want to do. I'm a cherry popper. I am a cherry popper. I don't know what we're going to do for the male poets. I want to pop cherries. That's what I want to do. Your first time on the mic was on the B-side. That's what I enjoy. And just, I tell people, I'm like, listen, I want it to be a situation where I can't afford you.
Now,
one day.
Something that just bubbled up in my head, so we got to get it out. You are in the school system.
Yes.
And there is a lot of talent.
Absolutely.
Because that's where we found the youngster.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes, that's where Will the real one found the youngster. Skipping class in the library.
To go to
Who does that? A writer. A poet.
Bertrand Boyd.
Yes.
Today.
The third.
Was the youngster.
The third.
And just to see his progress as well, That's
and all the pictures of him 20-something years ago, like we have literally watched him grow up.
For sure.
Literally watched him grow up.
And
he grew up on the poetry scene.
That aren't here, that were big then. And I wonder where they are. That'll be interesting to find.
Like
I think
who?
you said, oh God, I can't think of his name. Oh, he was a poet. He was fine as all outdoors. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Something with a D.
With a D. Is this a local poet?
Back in the day.
Not ATW.
ATW
came out to the poetry spot
really?
At Rooster like
he?
3 events ago. He recently moved back to South Florida, and he's still fine.
Listen,
he's still beautiful, and still a gentleman, and just a good, sweet, still really, really cool.
And we had some not so gentlemanly.
Listen, I tell people all the time, I've met the best people and the worst people on the poetry scene because we're human, and in any environment that you're in, you're going to meet good people and bad people. But bad people that have a way with words is a special breed.
It's not for the weak.
It is not for the weak at all. Listen, the ones that'll write poems about me and then get on my stage and do them thinking, I'm like, yeah, that's fine as long as you performed.
Right. Whatever.
It's okay. Listen, so many things have happened with poets, customers, Lord have mercy. No. God bless it.
Did you eventually start hosting some at Funk Jazz Lounge?
No, I never hosted Funk Jazz Lounge. Wow. Never hosted Funk Jazz Lounge. And people would be like, yeah, you used... I'm like, no, that was Rashida. Definitely a different size. Different, because Rashida had the bald head at the time. She was trying to get some. I had plenty to share, but couldn't. She is in Atlanta. Okay. And so we've already spoken and we'll be scheduling a conversation for us to have. And listen, it's all the people that we, their relationships that were integral, and we don't even speak anymore.
Wow.
But that's okay.
I know.
Well, but that is okay because we can, we do this. These are things that happen in our younger years. But I had no problem. Like, yeah, so this is what I'm doing, and I need you to be a part of it because listen. I was working at Mars Music, and Rashida was taking vocal lessons, and she is not a singer,
right?
And she is the standard that I hold all poets up to because her discipline and her focus and determination and her talent and her skill and her out of the boxness on being a poet and what that meant was unmatched, is unmatched. I think the only person that might have her beat, but it's not a poet, is Mumu Fresh.
Because she's a poet.
Well, Mumu is a poet, but we don't know her as a poet. Yeah, right. Like, I'm talking about her work ethic and her, I'm going to go start a university.
Right. I'm going to start a community.
Yeah. I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? And Rashida had that energy before social media and before all the things to say, she took me to see Sarah Jones at Broward Performing Arts Center. I was like, so there are poets that do one-woman shows at Performing Arts Theater, not in the small room.
Right.
So when I'm talking to poets, this is what I'm seeing. Right. I'm visualizing you doing your Mark Bamuthi Joseph one-man show with all of your talents as a dancer, as a poet, as a choreographer. Like Sonny Patterson's, it's a one-woman show, but there's a dancer, there's I'm seeing all those things. So every time I see Bertrand, I'm like, so when is the one-man show coming? Right. I know he's sick of me. Right. I just want to see the one-man, because that child right there is ridiculously talented.
What's funny is, and this is my observation because he's my Piscean brother, okay? He has not even tapped into what it is he needs to do for himself, and I see it. There's more, and
he's young enough. So, and he's doing other things. So I think it's a slowly but surely. I think what it is that he is tapping into all of the things that he's good at. So the acting, the poetry, and the songwriting. When all of those are happening at the same time, you can't really focus
I know.
on the poetry the way, meaning to take it to the next level. It's nothing for him to write a poem, but to do next level poetry, one-man show, theater type stuff, he would have to say, okay, I'm gonna take this 6 months. But I also feel in the bottom of my foot, in my pinky toe, that those things are being worked on over the years, because I feel like he's that kind of person, because I move slow. So even though I'm pushing him, I know people are like, so Ingrid, I move like this and then like that, and then I slow down again, and it can be frustrating if you want the best for me, and I get that, but I'm gonna get there. I will have my own venue.
You will.
That is what is going to happen. My venue is actually out there waiting on me. Mm-hmm. It's waiting on me to say, I see you, just like you said you saw your venue. Mm-hmm. You saw your space. My space is waiting on me.
It's waiting on you.
I just gotta see her.
And I would say, this is venturing into a whole other thing. Write it down.
Like, yes, ma'am.
Write it down.
I have, but I haven't done the make it plain. Mm-hmm. So we gotta. I will do that this weekend. It is MLK weekend, and I have a dream. I have a dream.
One day. Shut up. And I'll say this. When I got the gig with Jaws, mm-hmm. prior to that, what no one knew was I had been writing in my journal. I want to start off as a background singer. I want to travel the world on someone else's time. I want to learn the music. I wrote it down. I want to work with Betty Wright. I wrote it down. I said a prayer at the middle of in the club with Erykah Badu, and I wrote it down. And 3 months later, I got a phone call. She's looking for background singers.
You see, I definitely say them out loud, and there's things that so like for instance, the cruise, when I did the cruise for 3 years, and somebody said something, I was like, I'll go on a cruise when I get paid for it. Then it happened. Doors open! And then it happened. Another full circle. So, you know what? This will be how we wrap this up. So, we're starting the year with the original, right? Or part of the original or origin of Ingrid B. of B-Side, because I was just Ingrid. Mm-hmm. The origin of Ingrid B. And now, 25 years later, our youngest, I think you're the youngest, because you're younger than my child, Salam the poet. So he is suited and booted and ready to do his thing.
Thank you.
He is also on this gig. So 21 minutes. This is going on YouTube. That's how this is going to go down. Because I said, he has to go to his dressing room for a second. Yeah. Let's spoiling them too early. Spoiling them too early. I gotta let him. Like, don't get in no separate denominations style. No, I'm just playing.
You gotta raise up a child in the way he should go.
Right. So this is going to be part of the B-Sides, which will be a a conversation series with Ingrid B and all of the people who have been on the B-Side. So you just experienced the first one that just happened because God. And we're cute. It's a lot, I know. So today I was doing all the people that I feel I should get sponsorship from. Right. Savage Fenty, bras, make it happen. Come on, Riri. Mm-hmm. That was I sorry. That was the wrong accent, Rihanna. I should have done. For some reason, I just turned Trini, and that was disrespectful. So here is the proper accent for me to tell you that me and my girls,
we need the bras.
They savage, and they always in Fenty. So I feel as though Savage Fenty should sponsor the B-Side, be part of the B. That's how I feel. I don't know if to ask you or ASAP. I don't know.
Somebody need to come.
But somebody need to come and tell you that the girls. And listen, my girls are famous. There's documentation.
25 years.
There's documentation of the girls being famous.
Maybe 24 years.
Every time you saw me before, they were in something else. And then when Savage Fenty came out, all the bras have switched. I have bras upon bras upon bras from Savage Fenty. So I'll see you on the B-Side. Peace.